Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renan cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
You can tell it's tough just looking at it.
Yeah.
Right, here goes!
On guard!
Elusive deity!
Here,
Are
let me
those
help.
rocks in skin?
This one's
Take
mine!
that.
First aid! This one's mine!
Aim for the weak spot.
What's the shot?
It's over!
Gemini Rhythm Mark
Resonate with the earth!
This one's mine!
Piercing roll!
Here's a healing arm!
Knuckle back!
First aid!
It's over!
Searing flame!
I'm not done! Megasonic thrust!
Piercing roll!
Megasonic thrust!
Guard!
Elusive
I'm all
deity!
stopped up! Annihilation!
Ready?
Radiant light! Here!
I can carve through armor!
This one's mine!
You're mine! Prepare to be sealed! Burn!
Take time to shine!
You're mine! It's over!
Lunar Tiger Blade!
Take this!
On guard!
Megasonic thrust!
It's all mine! I'm out of ammo! Nothing gets by me!
I'm not done!
This one's mine!
Soaring light spear!
This one's
It's
mine!
over! Dance on the ring!
This one's mine!
Take this! Take this!
Denied!
It's over! No further!
Annihilation!
Megasonic thrust!
Back into the
You're mine!
Soaring light spear!
It's in your hands now.
You'll pay for that!
In the
has a most peculiar taste.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life. This one's all mine. Soaring light spear.
Lunar Tiger Blade by the power of water.
I'm not done.
Benediction light.
Hurricane thrust.
Heal.
Radiant
You're
Blade.
mine.
Searing Blade. Reload.
You're mine. Mirage. Here I come. Here.
Resonate with the earth.
Piercing Dash.
No escape. Soaring light spear.
Annihilation.
I have no limits. Megasonic thrust. Megasonic thrust.
Annihilation. Hear me.
You're
Flame of
finished.
Fury.
Megasonic thrust. You're mine. You're finished. Soaring. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Crescent flash.
You're mine. It's over.
Healing Circle.
Okay.
Did you just hear me?
I need you, remember?
Right.
Ignite.
This one I never miss.
In a bind.
On guard. Do
You're
it.
mine.
This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes.
Hear me.
Begin.
Fury. On guard.
Severing wind. Take this.
Ready to go.
Soaring light.
No armor. Stop me.
Remind me to stay on your
What I
good
can
side.
do.
It looks like you made him mad.
I'm all set up.
Going in. What's about you people?
Here's a healing art. This first aid.
Hurricane thrust.
It's weakened. Tiger Blade.
This ends now.
Lightning meteor. Lunar corruption.
Soaring light.
Gemini Alpha.
Tear. Soaring light spear.
Forgive me. This is my fault.
What was I thinking? Switch
Take this. Tear. Hurricane thrust.
Healing circle.
Why'd you heal me? Take this.
I'm all stocked up.
Take this. Here.
How about this?
Crush. Blow away. Megasonic thrust. Severing wind.
Lunar corruption. Piercing roll.
I'm not done.
Nothing gets by me.
Mega ray.
It's over.
Powered up.
All mine. Burn in hell.
Going in.
I'm not
I
done.
never miss.
You're finished.
Now you see what I can do.
Tiger Blade.
Here.
Watch yourself. That's incredible power.
Light expert coming through. Searing flame. Reload.
It's gonna attack.
Right. Watch out.
Take this.
Tiger Blade. That wasn't sweet. Annihilation.
Here I come.
Benediction light.
Tear. Soaring light spear. You're mine. Megasonic thrust.
I'm almost impressed.
My brain's coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
No.
Can't end here.
I couldn't make it in time.
I can't heal you forever.
Like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Megasonic thrust.
I never miss. On guard.
Can't get out of this.
Plenty left. Tiger Blade. Lightning.
Armor won't save you.
Downfall.
Thrilling performance.
Not today.
Searing flame.
Megasonic thrust.
Plenty left. Tiger Blade.
Can't. Here.
You have to hold
Lunar
on.
corruption.
Resonate with the earth.
By the power of time to shine.
Begin.
Light expert coming through. Healing
Soaring light
circle.
spear.
Thanks, Sheila.
You're helping me.
My head's spinning just forget about it.
Is it now?
Annihilation. Tiger Blade. Do it.
Chisara. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone.
The heavens must be smiling.
finally made it.
Okay.
We've reached our destination.
Did you used to come here when you were younger, Kisara?
You bet. See the dent in that column? That's from when my mace slipped out of my hand one time, just after I'd joined the guard. And that crack over there? That happened while I was practicing an art.
This is new information to me.
Gotta break through! Win! Megasonic thrust! Strike! This one's gonna be tough! Blow away! You're mine! We did it! Megasonic thrust! I'm not done! Mega hit on! Here I come! Megasonic thrust! Raining slash! It's over! Megasonic thrust! I'll take you all off! Blow away! Eat dirt! Here I come! Megasonic thrust! Blow away! No escape! Take this! Soaring light spear! You're finished! Its defenses are down! Here I come! I'm not done! Great! Next! My turn! Raining slash! It's on! Sword Rena! You're mine! Eternal devastation! Oh! Yeah! You picked the wrong fight! Blow him down! Megasonic thrust! You're mine! Out of the way! Take this! Pierce! Try harder! You're mine! I'm not done! Megasonic damage! You're mine! No escape! Blow away! I'm not done! Blow him down! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Fall back! Pierce! Fall back! It's over! You're mine! It's on! Burn! Take this! Blow him down! Take this! Can't move!
finally made it.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. through. Can you take it? Take this!
Rising Lava!
Hey, when did I get so far?
This is with airborne target.
Dragon Form!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
An admirable display of force.
Carve an admiral? I can't even swim.
I never miss.
Never mind.
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Nothing.
Blow them away!
I'll thank you.
Do it! Leave the ship!
Blow them away!
Over so soon?
Let the marksman handle
Thank you.
Let the marksman handle
Denied!
Rising Fire!
Searing flame!
Rising Phoenix!
Resonate with the earth.
Rising Wyvern!
Begin.
Pierce
Got
evil.
fires!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Negative gate.
One more!
Now I'm in the clear.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Get toasty!
Burn strike.
Right, next one!
Already on. How's this?
Laser spear!
Formalize. Ready for you all.
Freeze lancer!
This calls for a celebratory drink.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth...
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
I'll grind you into dust.
Not on my watch!
Not so fast.
It's a duel of the arts!
Flying free. Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
Well, no sooner said than done!
Burn in hell!
Leave the enemy's arms to me!
Finish it!
Hey, ha, blow them away.
Demon Plant!
Hey, ha, blow them away.
Here I go! You're mine!
Begin. Okay, the tempest engulfs you. Not so fast.
Pierce evil!
Can you take it?
Here I come!
That's enough. Not so fast.
Rising Phoenix!
Step back. This one's all law. No backing down. I'm like bait to them. Can't get out of this.
No! Try this!
Can you take it? That doesn't hurt. I'll grind you into dust.
Where are you going?
Dance on the wind.
Take this! Hit it!
Eat this. I'm on a roll now.
You're mine!
Glacial spear!
You're not holding anything back. I am only beginning. Seriously?
Me too. Yeah, I'm not even trying.
You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not...
Sometimes I believe you're stronger than you let on.
So I still had room to grow.
But a opponent like this should be easy. Come one, come all. Burn in hell!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall. Far enough.
Demon Fang!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here's a healing arc.
Why do you feel it?
Is that you dying?
I'm just getting started. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
More Dahnan ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
No backing down! Begin! Dance on the ring! Rise and come on! Begin! I wish I could draw like you, Ron. You wish to learn my secrets, young elfin? Yes, master. Please, teach me. You want Grandmaster to start for that.
Finish it! Outfit! In an instant! Impact block!
To achieve such harmony.
Take... An opponent like this should be easy. Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Finish it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Nice one, Alphin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from. Right, here
In a
goes!
bind?
Glacial spear. Pierce, where are you going?
Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear!
Dance from the wing!
Dragon Sword!
Now I'm in the groove! How's this? I'll grind you with a shot! I'm on it! Begin!
Do it! Astral energy.
Say no more!
Glacial spear. Pierce.
Can you take it? Come on!
Do it!
Shion!
This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to action!
That was way stronger than regular firepower.
You won't hear me complaining.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
No backing down! I'll thank you!
You picked the wrong fight!
Now you see what I can do! Do it!
Rising Wyvern!
Hey! Blow them away! How's that? Now I'm in the groove! Come on!
Not in your dreams.
The curtain engulfs you! Not so fast! Take this! Now I'm in the groove! Come on!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking is more talking.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
This calls... It's for a celebratory drink.
I'm surrounded! In a bind?
Rising light!
Equal assault!
Soaring light spear!
I never miss.
You're mine! I'll blind you with a shot!
You're mine!
I'll thank you! Far enough! Alpha!
In an instant! Impact block! This could be useful.
Retreat if you know what's good for you! I can carve through armor! Can you take it?
Eat dirt!
Leave the agile one.
Yes, I need you, remember?
Take this!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Blow them away! Blow them away!
I can feel my precision improving.
Get lost.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Mine.
Blow away!
I'll blind you with a shot. An admirable display of force. Admiral?
Get toasty.
Bird strike!
Right. Next one.
Already on.
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Ready to go.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
Looks like some... solid equipment.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Air drop. Hard malevolent. Arctic waterfall. Cover the capture. Hard malevolent. Arctic waterfall. Free
Cover won't save you. No further.
Hard malevolent. Arctic waterfall. Here's a healing arc. Free lancer. Dance in the wind.
The enemy rules art too.
You'll soon see about that.
Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Bullseye. Downfall. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Hear me. Here's another. Art expert coming through. Hard malevolent. Arctic waterfall. Freeze lancer. Here goes by the power of water.
I'm even stronger than before.
a delicious piece of cake. Don't mind if I do. Mega Ray!
Where are you going? Anything in armor is all mine.
In here! Fury! Magic is there! More for the
Airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly. You'll soon see about that. In here! Let's get you all tucked away.
Glacial
Air
spear.
thrust! Evil! Lightning condensed! In here!
That's quite a talent.
Your father once dreamed the same amount.
Even like daddy.
Air thrust! One more! Here goes! One more! One last one! Ha! One more! No complaints from me.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldam and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops. Sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Dahnan to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly! You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
This one's mine.
Take this!
Lunar One. By the power of water. Dance in the wind. In here. Let's get you all touched.
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
Your speed's unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Another one. I can do it all day. Here's another. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Over the caster. Freeze lancer.
Swallow dance!
Will they help?
Take this.
Healing circle. Hey, that. Now see if you don't get in trouble again. Mega red. Dance in the wind.
Take this.
Close one.
Dragon shout!
Enjoy.
Here
Armor
goes.
won't save you!
Spirit flame. Reload. Air thrust. Here goes.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Dahnans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Dahnan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Dahnans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Dahnans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Dahnans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important, and learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Bayfon, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadheim's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadheim. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renans' explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Dahnans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Dahnans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more. Son of
You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Dahnan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye!
Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm!
We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings!
The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there. Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
I get the feeling Deadeye's signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Dahnans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Dahnans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Dahnans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dahna as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
I wonder if something happened.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dahna. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.